Telehealth medicine and mental health. Where does it look 5 years from now? Tap on the screen to learn more. This is the Dales Report. I'm happy to be joined with William Cook. He's the CEO of Mindleap Health. William, how are things?
Good. Things are going great for us. How are you doing?
Good. I was actually looking at the schedule. June 11th was the last time we had you on. You are a subsidiary, Mindleap Health, of Mydecine Innovations Group, which we watch very, very closely. It's basically your telehealth platform. So it's, as I said, a little over 4 months have since surpassed, since we last spoke. And I know the rollout was taking place. So where are we over the last 4 months? What's the progress? If you had to point one or two things out that you're very impressed with for investors to hear on the growth of the platform, what would they be?
Well, of course, we rolled out and pushed to the public our Mindleap 2.0 platform, which is really a completely reskinning of the product. And now we are really a psychedelic and inner wellness content provider, as well as a virtual health platform for specialist sessions. So it's a giant expansion. And in doing that, we're now producing and licensing exclusive content from some of the top researchers and therapists in the world. So and there's more to come. I mean, we already have researchers from Yale, MAPS, which is, of course, the longstanding research organization in psychedelics, Johns Hopkins, Imperial College, and more, all have gotten onto our system and provided content, and we're curating that. And anyway, we're very proud of what we're rolling.
What do you think people like so far from some of the stuff that you've outlined?
Well, I think I think what's garnering a lot of attention right now, of course, is the specific influential people that we have in psychedelics, providing detailed information in these. And we have a section we call Conversations, where all of these interviews with all these top experts are drawing people in to find out what the latest research is.
Where do you think telehealth, the industry is to be slated over the next 5 years? We've seen such huge change since COVID, but especially with mental health right now too. But how much growth do you see this taking place over the next 5 years as we adjust to new lifestyles and habits?
Well, you're very right. People are so uncomfortable with going out and of course in the mental health arena, to have the ability to reach out and connect is huge. And so I see it growing by leaps and bounds, not just tens of thousands, but hundreds of thousands and millions of people moving to that and to telehealth as the way to get their needs met.
So I know a lot of companies in this industry are focusing on the clinic side of things. This is something Mydecine has not really focused on at this particular time. But in the event, do you think it's something that they would explore? And if so, how would that work, I guess, and be beneficial for your app?
Well, there is an area where we have some plans to do some expansions to connect with clinics, and we've already had a number of folks show interest in joining our community.
Oh, wow.
Because the way we set up our system, our platform has a community already.
Yeah.
We have already more than 100 specialists that can offer sessions, right? Well, and that's both inner wellness or psychedelic integration sessions. Where we see that, of course, expanding is bringing in groups of specialists, groups of clinics, and so on. Probably adding into our community, expanding that, growing it in a huge way. Go ahead.
So as far as the community and people that are logging on using the app, the data that's generated, does it support Mydecine's clinical trial programs in any way, or is this a standalone business unit?
Well, we are a standalone business unit, yes. However, We do have some plans in the as a support to our parent company to further expand our work to support clinical trials as well. So that's actually a part of what we will be doing with clinics.
So where do you see, I guess, the app itself, the growth over the next, say, 12 to 24 months?
Well, like I said, being first of all, the psychedelic industry needed someone to launch a platform that curates the experts' information on psychedelic treatment to the public, and we're the first to bring this to the public. And in producing content, we have these top researchers already on. And this, as I've shared with you in June, is integrated with the inner wellness content, because growth and hurts is how people get into counseling and psychotherapy in the first place. And inner wellness, one of the issues with I'll call it inner wellness platforms, is that real inner wellness goes way beyond meditations and aids to fall asleep.
Of course.
It involves working on the issues and underlying wounds that affect our relationships and impact our abilities to love others and ourselves in healthy ways that honor boundaries and enable real growth.
How does the app help with that?
Well, that's where we're curating this content and leading people into this. And what I was going to say is that means going deeper on a journey to real healing. So we're dedicated to curate our media content to help our users really start down that path to a deeper journey toward healing.
It's interesting.
As opposed to just making you feel better for 5 minutes.
Yeah, of course. And walk me through, if I'm going on to the actual app itself and, what do you think is one of the most popular reasons why people are logging on, and what exactly that you're searching, and what do you think is on average that people are spending time on the app?
Well, I think initially, like I said, I think the psychedelic information, which of course is a very important part of what we're doing, a cornerstone really, is probably what's drawing people into it at this moment. But because we know that the industry itself, the psychedelic industry, really needs to take a wider net to look at, I'll just call it the average person who may not know anything about it and may not even be interested in it, but that doesn't mean we're not interested in them. And so as people come in with the various issues, and some will come off of course, just recommendations from others as well as ads, but just looking for help, and in this world where people are so much more isolated because of COVID,
of course.
I think people are going to be coming in for a lot of other reasons. Loneliness is one.
100%.
And so people get in. Now, we do have, of course, meditations, and we also have conversations, like I said, that people can listen in to these interviews with the top experts, and they can basically guide themselves. And we also have the journal area, which actually, I have some plans for. I'm going to evolve that in capability, but it enables you to track and journal about your own journey, how you're doing today, but ultimately some of that will lead you to into different kinds of content, right? I'm doing bad today, maybe you just want to listen to some music, or you want to go into a meditation, or if you're dealing with something and you indicate that, more serious, you can start to work on things related to your addiction, or maybe underneath your addiction.
It's fascinating how our world is changing, all through technology, is it not?
Right. Yeah. It's, to think that it could all be available on your phone or on your desktop is just amazing.
Yeah.
Really.
This
in many ways, I would say as a trained psychotherapist, I would also say that we may see more people journeying into getting help than maybe would have otherwise, because just the courage it takes sometimes to, make an appointment and drive down the street, walk into the therapist's office. It's a heck of a lot easier when you can do it on the system.
Yeah.
And you can just get in, and it's almost a little bit more
But
anonymous,
it's all balanced.
right?
Like, think about this. Like, if I have to go in person, if I have to go once every 6 months or once every 3 months, but most of the time doing stuff online, that is the way of the future. You know, prior to going to see a doctor,
Exactly.
you had to physically go see a doctor every single time. But this is the emergence of telehealth and, you know, what people are obviously learning as far as new habits. Wanted to actually bring up the idea of you made an announcement recently that the Mindleap app is actually available in iOS and Android stores. So this reach is going to allow you to really leverage your industry-leading psychedelic app and, you know, obviously continue to have expansive growth. So tell us a little bit, I guess, about the feedback that you are, I guess, receiving with people that are getting accessibility to it. And then most importantly, too, you know, when I look at the potential revenue capture, it's massive, but potential and actual to monetize are two separate things. So what do you think when you explain to people or investors concerning a realistic pathway for you to monetize a lot of this stuff?
Well, as we've, you know, as we curate the media, that does create a way by which people can, you know, get interested and come in through a number of different sources or different, you know, locations in the world and on the net, and whether it be, you know, by their phone or by their computer or whatever. And so what we're doing is creating a series of mechanisms. There's a number of other growth things I have planned, even over the next few months, that are going to, how do I say it, onboard people even from other locations that they can't now. So that's one of the ways that you expand it. And as you think about, for example, the content and these conversations, which are not only of interest to those who are interested in psychedelics, but also to people who hear about it, there's going to be, you know, links by which we can draw people in and to listen, you know, to even to just either a clip or to listen to the entire interview to get detailed information, whether you're in the U.S. government, you know, or one of our governments, or involved in the veterans care, which, of course, I'm sure you know, we have that program to help the U.S., especially the U.S. veterans, but also the Canadian veterans.
That's great.
Who've come home with deep woundedness,
I bet.
PTSD. So there's a lot that are already interested. Matter of fact, we even have specialists that are veterans already on our system.
It's incredible. How are you monetizing all this right now?
Oh, I'm sorry. I know that's what you were trying to get to. There's both of course, the specialist sessions that are there, as well as the subscription.
Gotcha.
And it's a very, very low price point at $4.99 a month to get in and get access to all of our content.
How many, and you said like a lot of like onboarding that'll take place in the next 6 months. So from a percentage standpoint, how much growth do you think for users that you'll start to get from a subscription model on a per month basis between now and, say, like I said, in the next 6 months?
Well, if it continues as it is, I mean, even if it just continued as it has been the last few months, we're already seeing, you know, over 5,000 coming on into the system. So
incredible.
I think, and we barely started the marketing process.
Wow.
We're really still building in some additional, you know, marketing tools. You have these external tools that will cause things to get triggered externally, and we're adding those in as we speak, and those enable a number of other things to happen. Like as you know, Facebook and Apple created a new mechanism. Well, Apple created it, but it causes issues with Facebook's ad mechanism, and we're building in a tool that enables you to work with that. And that was all about Apple's new move that Apple started about 8 months ago to protect user data. And so you have to build in these additional tools, which we're doing. We'll probably have that out in a couple of weeks. So as we roll out these marketing campaigns that we're about to start rolling out, that will change that. I mean, the $5,000 a month is without that.
Mm-hmm.
So with real digital marketing that we're about to, blow up, that will expand it and have us be seen by so many more. Right.
Well, listen, I appreciate the update, but get a better understanding as to how the app is working, developing, and obviously trending. But decent numbers, I would say, over the last 4 months as to what you're getting. And, as I said before, we're just at the starting point of all this, is where this is going to head. And, look forward to obviously seeing a lot of the marketing stuff that starts to be implemented towards the overall program, which it appears will be even more growth. So appreciate the update.
Right. Oh, yeah. A few months from now, things, we're about to take
great.
off.
Honestly, William, appreciate your time, and let's keep in touch.
You bet.
Okay, take care.
We will. Thank you.
Hey everyone, Shad Dales here from the Dales Report. As you know, I interview a lot of CEOs and entrepreneurs every single day. So today, as a way of saying thank you for watching, I want to give away $500 cash to one lucky follower. How do you enter? Super simple. Tap the link in my bio to get all the contest details. And remember, the more actions you take, the more chances you get at winning the $500 cash. Then, on Wednesday, October 27th, beginning at 4:30, where we'll be live streaming on our YouTube channel, The Dales Report, we will announce the winner. Good luck to everyone.